In the heart of the city, where the aroma of tea once danced on the wind, now only silence and ash remain. This was my home, the Changyu tea house, a legacy built by my family, now a monument to our ruin. My name is Fan Changyu. A sudden fire, they called it an accident, but it stole my family and my entire world. Standing amidst the charred remains, a single thought consumed me. This was no accident. I had to find the truth, even if it meant walking into the fire myself. My return to the city was met with whispers and cold shoulders. Old neighbors averted their eyes. Friends of my father offered empty sympathies. They knew something, or perhaps they were just afraid. It was in the collapsed husk of our tea room that I met him. Yan Zhang. He appeared as if from the shadows, his presence a stark contrast to the destruction around us. He said he was an old friend of my father's, a claim I found hard to believe. He was too young, his eyes holding a depth that spoke of battles fought far from any tea ceremony. He offered to help, his voice steady and calm. At first, I refused. I trusted no one, but he was persistent, clearing debris, his hands working with a quiet determination that mirrored my own grief-fueled resolve. One afternoon, while sifting through what was left of my father's study, Yan Zhang uncovered a small, lacquered box, miraculously spared by the flames. Inside, nestled in velvet, was a silver military insignia, intricately carved with a tiger's head. I'd never seen it before. It felt cold, heavy with secrets. Yan Zhang's expression hardened the moment he saw it. "This belonged to the northern garrison," he said, his voice a low whisper. "It's a symbol of a special unit, one that officially disbanded years ago." His knowledge was too specific, too personal. It was then he told me a fragment of his own story, that he was a former soldier, haunted by a past he couldn't escape. The insignia was a link, a ghost from his world now appearing in mine. He suspected the fire was a cover-up, and this small piece of metal was the key. Our investigation began in the city's underbelly, in places where whispers were traded like currency. We learned that a new, powerful tea merchant, a man named Wu, had risen to prominence almost overnight, filling the void my family's business had left. We also heard rumors of a rare poison, the silent orchid, known only in clandestine circles for its ability to mimic the symptoms of a heart ailment. The city's chief coroner had ruled my uncle's death a heart attack just days before the fire. Coincidence? I didn't think so. Yan Zhang used his old contacts to get us a sample of the tea Wu was selling. Under the dim light of a lantern in our makeshift headquarters, a small room above a noodle shop, we analyzed it. He had a kit, something a soldier would carry, and there it was, faint traces of the silent orchid. My uncle was murdered. The fire was meant to erase the evidence, to erase my family. The grief that had been a dull ache now sharpened into a blade of pure rage. But rage alone wouldn't bring justice. Yan Zhang taught me that. He started training me, not just to fight, but to observe, to listen, to control the fire within me and channel it. He saw the same pain in my eyes that he carried in his own. We were two broken souls, drawn together by a conspiracy that threatened to swallow us whole. One evening, he showed me a hidden compartment in the hilt of his sword. Inside was a tiny, folded piece of paper, a list of names. He told me they were the men responsible for the betrayal that destroyed his unit and his life. He was hunting them, and he believed the man behind my family's tragedy was one of them. Our paths had converged for a reason. The insignia, the poison, the mysterious merchant Wu, it was all connected. This was no longer just about my family's tea house. It was about a shadow war fought with poison and secrets, a war that had claimed his comrades and my family. Standing there, the city lights twinkling below, we made a pact. We would untangle this web of deceit together. We would find the answers, and we would make them pay. The fight for the Changyu tea house had just begun, and this time, we would not let it be consumed by flames. Thank you for watching our story unfold. If you're as captivated as we are, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. See you in the next chapter.